Oh, mailbag time. Got a few things here. I think this is a review item. Apparently this is from Elecrow. That's what the sticker says. Anyway, do the smaller stuff first. We'll get onto this one. As always, I'll put links down below if I can. Ah, it's an OCXO module. Saw this mentioned somewhere. I can't remember exactly where I saw it now. Probably EV blog forum. These are available from eBay. So it's 10 MHz module, so OCXO. It's also got a control here for just trimming it. DC input here, 7 to 13 volts apparently. You got outputs, sine wave and TTL. These are obviously repurposed OCXOs. I mean they've been salvaged from something. How good they actually are, I don't know. This one's got a couple of little dents in it. It probably doesn't really matter. I think that's like the best I can do there really. About there you go. It's one of those things. CTI. Do you think I should power it up and try it? I won't do it now. It'll put out a 10 MHz signal. Hopefully. Don't forget to share my videos too if you like my videos. Share them. It helps the channel out. Right. This is a PCMIA card with a compact flash card. So the idea here is that this will go in here in a certain way, probably that way, maybe the other way. It'll go in a certain way. Which way? So, yeah, there we go, that way. Goes in that way. Put the compact flash in there. So then your compact flash to PCMIA adapter. I got this for my Advantest multimeter, my R6581T. Because you've got the ability to do all sorts of things on there if you have a PCMA card in there. Now I also have this on my Rode & Schwartz. Yeah, I've got one of these instead. Alright, this is just an SD card version. Either one will probably work. I thought I'd just try this one. The Rode & Schwartz CMU200 uses that card. It's useful for transferring files or doing updates, stuff like that. So anyway, that's going on the Advantest. Way too big, but you know, it'll do the job. Hopefully it works. Some cables, 2.1mm, are they? 5.5 by 2.1mm male to male extension cables basically. For plugging in between points. These are 0.5 meters. I think these are the same. 0.5, yeah. I don't know exactly what I purchased now, 0.5 again. And these ones are 1 meter, same deal. 2.1 by 5.5. I'm guessing they're both the same because they're stuck together. 1 meter as well. Yep. So I did buy some of these before and showed them a previous mailbag. I realised I didn't quite buy enough. Now these other ones here, which ones it was? One of them. They've actually got quite thick wires on them. They're quite heavy duty. They're better than your standard ones. They can handle a bit more current without getting so much of a voltage drop through them, which is quite important sometimes. This was actually a really good price. I'll explain what it is in a second. You can actually see it a bit better. So as you can see, it's a dinner rail type mount with relays on it. I think this is only like $20 or $30 New Zealand or something, which is really cheap. It was a good price. And it's got these little relays in here, which I'm not quite sure how you get them out. I guess you would kind of pull them out somehow. They do just push in. Let's get something to pull those out with. My trusty tweezers. If I can. It's coming. Oh, come on. Is that a locking pin in there? It might be a locking pin in there. Or locator, I'm quite sure which way it is. There we go. Right. It is kind of a locking. So a single pole relay. And I'll scratch the top of this one up now with my tweezers, but it doesn't really matter. On one, apparently. Is it really? Probably not. Anyway, it's rated at 8 amps at 30 volts or 250 volt. And it's 24 volt coil. I got this thinking this would be really good for just equipment. You know, if you ever need to have like a bank of relays, 24 volts. You just bolt this in, you got your terminals here, stick the wires on, dead easy. I've had other DIN rail cut relays before, but they're much bigger, much bulkier, and this is quite compact. Obviously only a single pole, but it doesn't matter. When I was repairing the On1 PLC, which had the burnt out circuit board without a bodge-in relays, this would have been perfect for that. This is the exact thing. 24 volt relays, which is what the thing was running on, and I could have literally just wired in to these and had a bank of 4 relays. Now I only needed 3, so I could have actually just used 3 of the relays, and that would have been 1 spare, and it would have handled the current and everything. So you know, this is what prompted me to actually look at getting this. There's been many times I've actually wished I had something like this available to me at the time when I was working on something, because it would have been really convenient. Yeah, now I've got one. Only one though. I should get some more. Always need a spare. And LEDs across there, so you can see where they're on. Now I need to buy a backup. Well, now we've got this thing from Elecrow. Let's find out what this is. Okay. It's an LCD display, hall monitor. So Elecrow actually contacted me asking if I wanted to review some stuff, and I went, yeah, okay, I wouldn't mind having a look at some stuff. You know, a couple of things here and there. And this is a display which is meant for the old Raspberry Pi, so you can actually mount the Raspberry Pi on the back here and run the cables in. You've got HDMI there, power and touch. So that's also a USB connection and power connection. One in the same, I'm not quite sure, but maybe they needed it for reasons. You got a nice big display, so it's 10 inches I think it was. And it's got a backlight button up here underneath the tape. Interesting idea. It's got black tape around it. Anyway, this will be a review. I need to try this out on something, see how it goes, see how responsive it is, see how it looks, and see how easy it is to set it up. There's the manual for it. Watch out for this coming out at some point. I'm not quite sure exactly when. There'll be links down below for this, so make sure you check those out. That'll be later on, not today. Well, but there'll be links down below, but the review will be at some point. I'm not quite sure exactly when. It may have already done it before you see this video. It may be the same week as I do this video, which is what I normally try and do. But we'll see how we go. Like I said, I'm super busy. I really struggle to get any time these days. I have links down below, other stuff you can watch. Subscribe over there if you're not already subscribed. And the Patreon support link over there. If you want to join Patreon, help support the channel. You can also be a YouTube member. There's links down here to memberships, and you can also do like a one-off thanks or share the video. Those also are a great help. Just doing a share, spreading the word about the channel, helps it to grow a lot as well. So even just do that. That'd be really helpful. Okay, thanks a lot. Catch you later.